here we have the ROX mods finally taking it international, though we're not quite international yet. We still have one more race in the United States to go. Gotta give Twin a teleport, so let me teleport Twin real quickly. But with that being said, the final American track on the schedule is at Geoa Motorsports Park in Hawaii. Geoa Motorsports Park is I believe it's a 5-turn racetrack. It's quite simple, although there is a few tricky turns. As Twin being teleported already. Let's see if there's anybody else on the track. No, Twin has not been teleported quite yet. Let me see if everything is working pretty well. No, it's not working at all. That's okay. We'll just rely off of the drivers. Obviously, Shop 21 is in the 21 car. You'll see it on the quarter panel on his rear side as it goes by into the oval turns. I might as well explain the turns as we go through. Because this track, while it is a road course, it does have a slightly unique feature. There is a separate Legends Oval. It was not quite fit for racing this year, so by finding that the road course itself is actually better, we decided to use that. And we start off on the dragway, or drag strip, on turn 1. Turn 1 kind of is like Parabolica, but you turn left. It's a very similar line. You want to, get it early apex, and then you want to extend throughout the corner. And you go up the hills, then down the hills into your braking point, into a sharp right-hand turn, about a 90-degree turn there. Not sure why there's a person there. I don't know who that is. But you want to hit those curbs, go to the outside, then go back in. It's kind of like a double apex. And then you want to touch that inside curb, and then you go around the oval corner. Oval corner is a fun little tricky, long sweeping left-hander. You do want to brake a little bit. You want to shift from third to second. You go onto the curb. By chance, actually, that's where the safety car is going to be entering and exiting. So drivers are expected to be trusted enough to manage to pace 60 miles an hour. This is going to be a showcase of the trust between drivers and race direction as Twin making his way out onto the course. There's this final turn. You want to brake about the 400, 300 marker. As Proto and Shipe start to engage a little bit of a battle, they go side by side for just a second, although, of course, this is just practice. You don't have quite the race yet. But that's pretty much all there is to the track. It's simple layout. But if you want to do well in it, you got to get every single thing right. Now I'm going to try to figure out who that person was that's out there on the track. Because I don't think they're supposed to be there, necessarily. So let me check to see who this is. Zeska. Let me just, just kill them real quick. Let me get to the cameras. I'm gonna start the volume in just a second. Just wait there. McCagger, another driver that's actually a new driver. I will give him a teleport. He is rolling in the black and blue 34 machine. So, McCagger, again, one of the new drivers on the field. Let's start watching Twin. Volume will start up very quickly for the engines. As we'll watch from Twin's perspective, Twin being one of the fastest drivers on the track, will dive into that apex and go out on the outside in turn 1 through the hills now. As what he does is he goes down the hill. He's going to start to slow down a little bit, it seems. Has a fairly solid line onto the oval section, although unlike what I've described, he likes to stick on the inside a little more. Obviously that line there is personal preference, it doesn't matter as much. But overall, I think it's important to at least get something solid. Now, for those that are wondering about the Tulsa shootout, or Tulsa 55, I forgot what exactly the race is. That is going on as we speak. But I think we probably should be good just in time to be finished up with that as we get into our race time. As Twin is starting to head up to Proto now. I believe we're about the 30-minute mark. 20 minutes left till the cars will be pulled into the pit lane, or it's actually the paddocks, which will be when the race, or when the qualifying will start. So that's pretty good. Alright, go to race control. Just not to be interrupted. This is the drivers in the field. No, there's not. As Twin, as I looked away for the brief moment there, has managed to find himself getting ahead of Proto. Of course, Twin, probably one of the fastest drivers today, and just generally in the series. I've gone against him a few times in the GT3s and even once in the ROX mod. In a small field. My goodness, what the heck is Proto doing there? Hits the wall hard. Okay. Possibly some frustration. God. 26 corner cuts currently for the Red Sonic Gen. That's also known as One Team Proto. So, like 25 minutes till we get going. Pierce Twin stops into the pit lane, or just on the main straightaway. On the inside, I believe he's taking a small break to be AFK. No surprise there. No need to be surprised. So far, he's set the fastest time that a racer has set today, at least in this official practice session, with 38.904. That's a fairly solid time, and I'm certain he's going to beat that. Shy locks his brakes up, really hits it barely, but he stopped himself just in time. Perhaps he was testing or something. His Twin gets rolling back again. Going through the hills. Let's see where he goes. First for a second, I have a lag spike. Nope. Okay, no problem there. Looks like that's just a small spike. Does happen. I'm notoriously known for my bad internet, so not surprised. dearly apologize for that. I, of course, have a life, so I went to grab some dinner, came back, got a nice hamburger. Good way to celebrate Friday night. Good Friday night reason, too. At least let's hope it'll be a good night. Alright. Twin, last lap, had a purple sector 1, but he had a few cuts, and his second and third sectors were not too great. Let's see if we can improve it, though. Seems like he's starting to push a little bit. First sector, not the best looking first sector. Not bad, though. I'm not sure if he'll be able to improve or not. As, I think somebody joined the game, but I'm not sure. Right, there's still about 20 minutes left of practice before we get to qualifying. As long as we have enough drivers, as you see, Voki's joins the game, so that would put us at 4 drivers. There's a minimum of 4 drivers until we can't start. Voki. Alright, Voki's, there you go, there's your car. We got a Twin, let's see what Twin can do right now. Twin still setting lap after lap, fairly solid times. This would have been a good lap had the first sector not been invalidated. Let's see what he gets set. Regardless, as he goes through the line, it's going to be a time that would have been nearly a lap record, would have been quick time had he not invalidated that first sector. With the 38.416, that's a lap time that would scare just about anybody. Again, equally quick first sector, about a whole second faster than last time I set a first sector, which was 16.745 to his 15.745. Twin definitely on the roll tonight. Unfortunately, I don't think this lap is going to matter that much, but it would have gone faster actually. 38.408. He did screw up that first turn last time. I don't think he screwed up too badly this time. Let's see what he does as he goes around over the hills now to the braking point. Let's see what he does. It's a little wide. That might be a corner cut. It is a corner cut. And this first sector is also a little bit slower. So, unfortunate for that set. I'm going to rejoin because the spectate tool is having some mild issues. There'll probably be another rejoin soon. Don't mind it too much. Currently 3 cars out on the track, it seems. Let's see what Voki's can do. Voki's more tuned to ovals than real courses, as I see him having a big lag spike. Might disconnect here. Nope. He does not disconnect, never mind. Let's see what he can do as he goes across the line. It's going to be a 42.733. Currently the bottom of the board. But Voki's generally a solid driver at ovals. I'm wondering how he's going to set his laps on these road courses. 125. Seems like it's breaking a little bit too early. Doge seeming to express some disappointment. Not quite sure what he has gone through, but whatever, it seems to disturb him a little bit. You see cars probably going through the hills now. He's now slowing down. As it seems that Doge has apparently dropped Dr. Pepper on the notebook. Hopefully that is not their computer, but given they're still rolling it online, I'm assuming probably not. McCagger actually has commentated for me before in the SNGP. He did a fairly solid job, I'd say. I wonder if I'm doing anything good for him. Let's see what McCagger is doing. McCagger making his way across turn 1. Runs a little bit of like a late apex rather than the typical early apex as we've seen throughout the night. As he runs the time of 60.212 for his first sector, which is not bad. Not lap record breaking, but let's see what he can do as he goes for another lap. His times between him and Shiba are only a few tenths in difference, so this might be his chance to get past Shy for the times. He will not improve. So it seems that a couple drivers are currently offline. Unfortunately, I don't think they're going to be racing tonight. I think Lemon Bucket and Austin Gunn might make a show tonight, though, if they are able to show up. Here's that we got another driver onto the track that is Racer, so I'm going to give him a teleport. I didn't even realize he was here, so I'm going to give him. So this is event, probably the only European driver in the entire field. This car is the sticker bomb number 33, although I mean good luck trying to see if it's a 33 car, but yeah. There you go. The event is what he goes by, though his nickname on Roblox is Racer. It's hard to, call somebody Racer though when you are on the racetrack. As you see, a battle stirring up potentially between him and Twin. Twin an event, two World Team Racing drivers, both of them extremely talented drivers in general. In general. What's kind of over there? Let's see. Seems like there's a little bit of a battle stirring up between. Looks like Tagger and Twin. Although Twin's probably going to escape him for the moment. Tagger might use this as a chance to pick up on his lines. Now making a move on Geiger. As the event goes wide, nearly hits the walls. Unfortunately for him, that's going to be corner cut. Looks like he's not really caring about corner cuts at the moment. It actually looks like he's missed the sector. I'll probably have to make a shutdown due to the conditions on the track. Looks like some of the sectors are easily missable, so I'll think about this. Yeah. That's okay. We'll just deal with it, fix it, and we'll be good. Again, nobody really on. It's a Kaisak person. You see them near, but I don't quite recall who they are. I don't believe they're a racer though. Currently 9 minutes left on the clock. I'm gonna start to make that announcement. Now for his debut race is It's Beast, who currently, I believe, has one or two races in his entire SLCORA career. One of them being a win. This was in Krebs Family Raceway in the Outlaw Cards. Not sure what to expect out of him today. Again, this is his debut race, and there's a lot of stuff to learn. Came a little bit late for practice, but that's okay. Alright, so the server shutdown is underway. That's alright. We are about to start qualifying, so let's get to explaining the qualifying procedure. So unlike, well actually I'll wait till everyone that was there arrives. Okay. So qualifying is about to start. Currently, it looks like we got 4 drivers, although I believe Twin is another driver that's supposed to be in the field. So we're gonna wait for Twin to arrive. Yep. Alright. So currently that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 drivers. Suspecting there might be 2 more to show. So let's get testing. Can you guys hear me? Okay, I'll take that as a yes. Alright, so how this is gonna work, I'm also gonna explain, cautions. It's important to watch my stream just so I can explain. To start off, everyone is gonna be lined up at this, fence here, probably actually right at the racetrack, although come, like, when I pull it in, then, everyone just goes on. I'm probably just gonna keep my car here during the actual, racing. But anyways, we'll go along here, pace at about 60 miles an hour. It doesn't matter which order you guys are in, although I would respect if you guys were to maintain about 60 miles an hour and to be about 2 or 3 car lengths between each other. That is optional, but I do wish you guys could do that. Anyways, we'll pace for 1 lap. I will just go all the way around, and then, again, maintain 60 miles an hour. Then I'm going to pull it into there. Again, you'll probably see me doing a sharp U-turn. And I want you guys to maintain 60 miles an hour until you guys see the black and yellow tire on the pit wall. Which, let me get a better shot of that. Let me get a better shot of that. So, when you guys are on the last turn, there's a tire on the wall to the pits. That is the restart zone. But you also hear me saying green flag, so that's when you guys need to go, okay? So I am going to now, I'm going to now, okay, did anybody hear what I was saying there? Did you guys hear me explain the tire? Because I think I accidentally pressed the button. Okay. So, I'm going to teleport everyone, fuck. I'm going to teleport everyone, since I believe I could trust Cat. Please get into your proper car, and line up behind me. And Shive, if you're wondering why I'm responding to your thing in the general chat, it's because you're also, visible on the stream. Now I'm going to line myself up. Cat, you can go wherever. Just don't get into a car. Please line up behind me. I decided that was not the best option for pretty obvious reasons. To not do a rally, to not run through the freaking dirt trail. So yeah. Everyone can line up behind me. If you guys do, if there's anybody that misses it, it's okay. You guys could line up right behind me. I'm gonna wait for everyone to be lined up. I don't like how I said sorry. Okay, so currently waiting on Shive. Could you guys please not rev your engines? I probably should specify that. Also, if you guys are not interested in finishing the race, please don't rage quit. If you rage quit, you'll be excluded from this week's and next week's race. So if you do rage quit, or if you don't want to race, there's 2 places you could pull it in. Or actually, I'll give you 3 spots. You can pull into the paddocks, like over here. You can pull it into the pits. Or you could pull it off of turn 1. Since there's an opening there. But please do tell me, so I know. And don't go, where's this person, and call yellow. Just tell me when you're ready. Alright, so since everyone is here, does anybody have any questions? Okay, I'm gonna test this. Remember, we need to pace at about 60 miles an hour. Go when the person ahead of you goes. I'm gonna test the qualifying thing to see if it works. Okay. So lights are gonna go to yellow. That's when you start to get going. CC limit will probably be 10 more than the amount of laps. I think we're doing 40 laps, so it's like we're doing cuts. Alright. So lights are gonna go yellow. Alright, I'm gonna go. track and make pacing harder. There's no physical advantage to it, so it's not worth it. I believe there will be 2 or 3 more people joining after this because they're in the race. So when I pull it in, just maintain the 60 mile an hour pacing and don't go until you're at the tire or I say green. I'll say green flag actually is what I'll say. I'm going to pull it off here. Alright, maintain pace. Okay, I think green flag. As Twin does God knows what. Alright. See cars making their way up onto turn 1 as Proto has the early lead. You see a pack now developing between from its beast all the way back to Shibe. Shibe goes off the road. Saudi makes a move on its beast. Its beast now in what would be the 4th place spot. Time is starting now. Sorry about that delay. Now see the 4 of them all battling for position in a non-existent race. Let's see what the times are going to be. And the times so far, let's see what it's going to be. By the line, so far, Twin Turbo V6 with a quick time, 30.645. Shibe second quick. As Saudi goes side by side with McCaggart. Shibe looking right behind them. 2 of them going side by side through and down the hills. Here they go. Shibe just barely, or Saudi barely ahead of the McCaggars. They make their way up onto the oval turn. Still barely side by side. Still side by side. Shibe of the Saudi on the outside dives to the inside. Both of them now just narrowly side by side towards the final turn. Although it looks like Saudi's just barely ahead. Not for long though. McCaggart with the better braking. He goes wide as Proto spins out. Current timings have not changed. Twin is still quick time with Saudi in second. Shibe in third, just barely. McCaggart in 4th. McCaggart stirring it up with Shibe as they go side by side, approaching with Saudi. Triple V6 trying to make up that lost ground there. See a battle between the 2 GGS machines. Proto also climbing their way over to and by McCaggart. 3 minutes left on the clock for qualifying. As Shibe goes off the track. Small little error for Shibe there. Seems he's gonna have to hop out of his car. Twin make their way over there. Currently lead of the pack, so I'm gonna do the base. I'm gonna base qualifying off of them. Currently have a little under 3 minutes to go. As Proto is slowed down. Let's see, Proto, if you are, Proto, if you're intending to disconnect, please don't do it on the track. Proto has a small issue of a sort. See what Twin is doing now. Twin, again, still the fastest driver. Runs a reasonably solid first sector. That's a 17.6. Could be a little better though. As it goes purple in a sector 2. Purple sector 2 taps a wall. I think that's an invalid lap. Again, the 3 all the way back, still battling. 2 minutes left on the clock. 2 minutes left on the clock now. As I see a battle stirring up all the way from Saudi, from Proto actually. Seems like they've actually separated a little bit by now. As Saudi hits the wall. Still second quick though. So get back onto his feet to keep on going. About a minute and 20 seconds left on the clock. Let's watch Twin. See if anybody has anything to show up for Twin and Saudi. McHacker actually slid into the third place spot ahead of Shai. As Saudi has finally actually managed to reach a sub-59 second time. That could be a possible thing at the end of the race. Or at the end of the qualify, excuse me. Alright, under a minute to go, under a minute to go. Alright, so it looks like we'll have 2 laps to go. Depends on what the position of the leader of the pack is. Current leader is Twin, so I'll be focusing on him. Twin rolling over into the final turn. Alright, Twin, you are now on your last lap. Everyone else, when they arrive, they'll be on their last lap. Alright. I'll be watching them behind Twin. So Twin, when you cross the line, you'll be done. So let's watch that. Twin making their way over through to the final turn, and it looks like he is going to cross over. Alright, Twin, checkers, just make your way over into the paddocks. Everyone checkers when they cross the line. No checkers when they cross the line, make their way into the paddocks. I have respect if you practice a little bit of pacing. You guys are doing a good job of that, though. I think you guys are practicing a little pacing, so I do appreciate that. Shaibi, you could probably move back up just to catch up with the group. Yep, alright, just make your way into the pits, please. We're gonna remove all the cars after everything's said and done. Alright, Twin, you're done. Both into the paddocks where everyone else is. Twin, paddocks, not pits. Twin, go to the paddocks, not the pits. Because just go to the paddocks. Alright, if everybody could please line up in the grid order. Lemon Bucket, you're going to be starting the back of the field. Give you a teleport. So please line up single file. Let me set you guys up to line up. I'll do everything. I think I'm gonna get Nar over just to reset the times. Alright, so just line up. Twin Turbo, Saudi, McHaggard, Shai. Give each other about 1 minute in space, please. And please don't, Shai, please don't mess around. Just line up, please. Can you guys please line up? You guys are having a few issues there. Okay. Is anybody else that's supposed to join in? Well, let me get Nar over, or try to get Nar over, so we can get the times reset. So current quick time reward goes to Twin Turbo V6 with a 38.558. That's a very quick time right there. I'm gonna give us 5 minutes for Nar to join, so you can reset the times. I don't think Nar wants a race, but oh, yeah. So current pole is Twin. Now start to remove the cars. The times are reset. I don't know if Nar's intending to race or not. But let me just start removing cars. Can you guys please not rev? Okay, I don't know if... Is Austin gonna try to race or not? Alright, I guess that's what it's gonna be. We're gonna get starting. So this is gonna be, I believe, let me do the math real quick. I believe that's gonna be 40 laps. Let me just check. Alright, this will be a 45 lap race. Corner cut limit will be 60 before the 10-second time penalty. So again, that is going to be 60 laps before a 10-second time penalty, or 60 corner cuts. We'll do 3 laps of pacing, I believe, or 2. You guys please not rev. Hold off from revving, please, or just a little bit more. Alright, is everybody ready? Please say R in the chat if you guys are ready. I want to see 7 R's, please. There's 5 R's I've seen. That was Proto, Doge. Yeah, okay, I think we're missing one of you guys. Is that McCagger? No, McCagger said it. Is that everyone? Okay. So for people that missed this, this is where I'm going to be going. Once there's a caution, I need you guys to go immediately the pace speed, but do it based on the lead group. So I need you guys to be about 3 car lengths from each other when it comes to pacing. Maintain about 60 miles an hour. I have to pull it in when there's a start. I need you guys to maintain your position until you guys are at the yellow and black tire, or black and yellow tire at the pit wall. So again, when I pull it into here, this is where I'm going to be pulling it in. This is where I'm also going to be pulling it out. So, again, first, for cautions, you guys immediately to slow down at the lead group. If you're not at the lead group, then just keep going until you're at that. Everyone's laps will be reset, and then I'll start to pace this for maybe 1 or 2 laps, I'll pull it back into this area. You guys will have to maintain that pace until, again, the black and yellow line. If we cannot do that, then there might be a penalty for the drivers that cannot do that. Depends. I hope you guys try your best. When I leave, I want you guys to focus your hardest on maintaining your position. That's all I have. So let's go where the people go where the person ahead of you goes. Pacing starts. Maintaining 60 miles an hour. I will reset laps as we need. So. Okay, Beast, I'm going to reset your CCs. Roto, stop tire warming. You're literally giving yourself cuts. Just don't tire warm. Just focus on maintaining pace, because that's what matters in the end. I'm not going to give you a cut back with that, because that was actually kind of stupid. Okay, let me look at you guys on the straightaway. You guys are good enough, and I'll try to hold in this lap. Okay, if fourth can move up a little bit, that would be appreciated. Just fourth though, I think not about right. If third could back off a little bit, just a touch. Okay, pulling it in. Lemon bucket back off. Okay, maintain pace, maintain pace. Maintain pace, maintain pace, maintain pace. Green flag. Okay, so the green flag is out. As you see cars making their way over out of turn 1. Saudi still in second. Twin having a good jump on that start. As there's a three-way battle starting up in the back now. Saudi catching up. Let's watch that back battle there between It's Beast. It's Beast being chased by Proto and Lemon Bucket. Two reasonably fast drivers on ovals. Let's see how they handle on road courses as It's Beast gets overtaken by Proto. Now Lemon and It's Beast side by side. Two upright drivers. I think RFC now. As Twin will maintain lead by the end of the lap, I believe, unless he royally fucks something up. As Saudi hits the wall, I'll drop him back to the 4th place spot. So does Lemon Bucket. Saudi struggling all the way back into the rear of the field, currently in 5th place. Gets overtaken for 6th by, I believe that is Proto, but just for a little bit as Proto goes wide through turn 1. Now Proto and Lemon Bucket side by side for his spot there. Let me get back to these two. Still side by side, although Proto is going to get by just by the end of there. So McCagger also battling with Shive for the 2nd place spot. Twin with the dominant lead. Shive's going to hold him off for just a little bit, although it might look like there's not too much of a run between the two. If anybody does get stuck, do tell me. That would be appreciated, but that's the only time you should be typing. As there's still action going on, but it looks like just for the moment Shibe has gotten away. McHaggard just right on his bum. He goes wide, and now goes side by side to the last turn. McHaggard narrowly gets ahead of Shibe. Shibe fights back, goes on his inside as McHaggard goes on his outside, but then they cross over onto the main straightaway. Let's see who's going to be by the line. Shibe by a hair length, but McHaggard with the more aggressive braking. Shibe with the better line though. As Saudi also with the battle with Proto for that 4th place spot. Let's get back to Shibe's battle with McHaggard though. That's the closest battle to the lead. Let's see. He goes side by side through the oval corner. McHaggard just slides by. But again, Shibe with the better exit. He's just right on his bumper, only about a car length separating the two drivers. Currently into the 4th lap now. Next lap will be 1/5 through the race. It seems like McHaggard might have just about secured 2nd for the moment. But it could change as Shibe has the better exit. Sorry, I'm confusing these two DGS drivers together. Both got S's in there. But it does not seem like it's got quite yet. But again, Shibe with a very solid exit. It looked like it cut off a little bit of speed there. Still a battle going on between Proto and Saudi though. Seems like since it's happened, Proto's moved into the 4th place spot ahead. Looks like currently in the 6th place spot. As Saudi gets a good run off the first turn, he's probably going to go side by side with Proto here now. The Proto slightly gets past him through the braking point. That's what they're going to do around the oval turn. About the car length separating the two drivers. Saudi again with a better exit than Proto. Now head over side by side into turn 1. Saudi's slightly ahead to go side by side through turn 1. As Proto gets onto the grass, a little less grip, but slightly better exit overall. Just enough to hold him off and be on his tail. But Saudi's still ahead. He now goes side by side into the oval turn. Well, it looks like Saudi's got the better way through it. He still goes side by side on the exit. Now side by side onto the final turn. This battle is far from over between these two guys. Not quite a podium battle, but still a solid battle nonetheless. As Saudi goes on the grass, allows Proto to get just a little bit closer. Saudi and Proto were about to go side by side, but it doesn't look like they quite have it just yet. It looks like Shibe is starting to fall behind. You might see a 3-way battle starting up at that podium spot, although it also looks like McHaggard might be struggling a little bit himself. Could this be a potential 4-way battle? It looks like we got a battle between 2nd and 3rd again stirring up. With 4th and 5th also not far behind. Shibe's last time racing on a road course, I believe, was at Augusta in a GT3 car. If I recall correctly, he either did badly or he did great. It might have been his first win. I can't quite recall what it was yet. Currently run 9 out of 45 laps. Seems like 2nd and 3rd, not quite at it yet, still under a pretty hard tail chase. Saudi just behind. Saudi was faster during qualifying, I think his pace is starting to show, but how much pace will show is the question. That big mistake at the final turn on his first lap really did do a number on him. With Twin being so dominant that I actually think he's about to lap a car. A whole straightaway separating Twin from the rest of the field. Seems like it's battle for the second place spot now. Shive goes wide, so does Saladin. They keep it rolling with Proto actually making the move, but it does not work. It goes wide, almost into the tire barriers. I believe this is actually Saladin's first road course race. He's not. That's Lemon Bucket spinning out on the final turn. Tough break for Lemon Bucket there. Meanwhile, again, for that podium spot, you see a battle stirring up between the two GGS drivers, Shive and Saladin. Last time that Saladin won, he won because the current leader at the time fortunately made a small error or had a small issue that made him get loose. He did correct it, but it's just enough in time for Saladin to get by and take the lead. As it looked like McCagger tapped the wall just for a moment there. Meanwhile, Shive and Saladin narrowing side-by-side action as Saladin takes the podium spot away from Shive. Shive fights back though, with Saladin going wide to make their way through the hills. Now go down the hill. Let's see what's going to be at the breaking point. Saladin breaks a little way of the still, going side-by-side into the oval. Now through the oval, let's see what it's going to be. Two drivers look just about equal. Saladin still not quite in the podium spot as Shive takes it back by the end of the lap. But it's not over. At the breaking point, Saladin takes the inside, goes wide a little bit onto the dirt. Again, side-by-side action through the hills. There's a tough luck for Speed pulls it off the night. Again, Saladin in the 12R car taking the podium spot from Shive. Shive have anything left to give to him. Twin already making his way into the final turn. Shive goes way wide. Piece of rolling. Let's see how the corner cuts are doing. It doesn't seem like anyone's at risk just yet. So it looks like if once again Proto doesn't want to get into too much trouble, he might want to focus on staying on the track. Shive tapping the wall on the final turn. Just a slightly tough break for him. Like Shive has temporarily escaped. Or sorry, it looks like Saladin has temporarily escaped from his teammate. While Proto's now starting to catch back up to Shive. Shive goes wide, hits the wall. And it's absolutely tough break for Shive. I think he's lost connection with some sort of device. Meaning that Lemon Bucket now has a chance to take a spot away from him. I'm not calling a caution. I'm not calling a caution for that. That does suck. I'm not gonna blame you at all for that. I feel bad. Okay, well Shive with some very bad luck there. All the way from 4th to now currently 6th. With the leader now about to lap over him. This might be another bad race for him unless the caution can come. Moving back to the leaders, only 2 seconds separating McCagger from Saladin, although Twin dominating still with that 11-second gap. Oh, sorry. sorry, I meant to do the end message. I deeply apologize for that. I meant to do the M at the end. Okay, that was a slightly lucky moment for me. As Saudi topped the wall there, falls a little bit back. 16 seconds, not only a second between him and Proto. As the team boss, I feel kind of responsible for that one, so whoops. Well, let's see how it's going. Seems like everyone's kind of spaced out. Let's talk about Twin. Yeah, maybe. They're not as spaced out as I thought they were. As Proto tops the wall, Twin, still on a roll, improves his lead to 12 seconds. Twin, as always, on the roll in that Wolf Team Racing 32 machine. The last time I believe he was racing, he did win, but the race before that was one that was held in controversy to this day, which was the Angeles Cheerwine 100. Cheerwine 100 was a 100-lap race where we couldn't quite figure out who won it. If you want to know why, because pretty much everyone was right in between each other, between him and A-Games. Fortunately, A-Games was not able to make the race tonight. Neither was Arisnetta or Jake. But we do see other drivers in the field. Might actually be a battle stirring up. I'm not sure actually. About 2 seconds separating Lemon Bucket from Shy, although Twin about ready to lap Shy now. Seems like most of the battling has kind of ended over there. I do see looks like Saudi is starting to get a little bit closer to the Haggard. Shy just pulled it in. Well, let's pray that Shy doesn't cause a caution. Currently, though, we are caution-free so far, about halfway through the race. Alright, so the halfway point of the race has been reached. There's about 22.5 laps left to go. And about 22 laps to go. Twin already making his way through the oval section. There's a gap between the Kagger and Saudi, not too much different. Proto, you're literally in fourth. Okay. As Proto holds it in. To 4 cars left in the race. I don't know why Proto disconnected. He was in fourth. Quite strongly in the fourth, actually. And then now Lemon Bucket's going to find himself in the 4th place spot. Let's see if that gap between the Kagger and Saudi gets any closer. Kagger, for a new guy, is quite a solid racer. Quite exceeded my expectations today. I had a feeling he was going to do good. I wasn't sure if he was going to be battling for a podium or not. But seems like he's doing more than just battling for a podium. point secured. And third, about 4 seconds behind. That could change throughout the race, but for what it means, I think he's running very solid. As looks like Twin is starting to approach Lemon Bucket for that 4th place spot. All Twin needs to do is basically roll it in. And also, you know, speaking of Twins, how about we bring up Twin's livery? So, Twin has a black, yellow, and green livery, which usually is most of the Volt Team Racing's colors in general. This might actually be the last time this scheme is ran, because I actually managed to contact Daniel Wolf, the sim racer, and also the guy that owns Volt Team Racing, and he was interested in the league. In fact, I believe he's actually trying to make new cars, so this might be the last time you see the classic 32 car, in turn for probably a more advanced looking car. As Georgia Dev joins the game. It seems like so far most of the action of the race has sort of taken a little bit of a pause. It's the McCagger now 17 seconds behind. Saladin 23. So the gap between him and McCagger is now starting to separate a little bit. Let's see where Lemon Bucket is. Is Lemon Bucket a lap down? No, but he's about to be. Only about 2 or 3 seconds separating him from Twin. So it's getting close for him. As I see 2 spectators having an argument in the stands. That is not good for them at all. And it seems like Twin's starting to back up a little bit from Lemon Bucket, or Lemon Bucket is actually starting to get faster. Currently 2nd quickest on the board, actually. Look at the laps. So, despite his struggle, he's been running solid lap times, although it's not going to be good enough. I think Twin might just about get by him for a lap through the braking point. Now go side by side. Only battle in the race so far is who's lapped and who's not. It looks like Lemon Bucket just barely escaping him. Going side by side through to the oval section. Lemon Bucket on the inside, Twin on the outside. As Twin will now find himself getting by. But not for long. Lemon Bucket gets back. I believe Lemon Bucket desperate not to be lapped down. But it's not going to work. He taps the wall. And falls back to 1 lap down. Although he does have a solid 4th place position, which is beneficial towards his points finish, which could secure him a solid 2nd place in the championship, or if he's lucky, maybe even manage to move up into 1st by the end of the series. Because Lemon Bucket is actually, I believe, 2nd place in the points standings right now. I think either 40 or 60 points separating him and Twin. It was 40. Although, if it's like this, then that means that Twin will be 6 points further ahead of Lemon Bucket as it is. Every point does matter. Going back to Twin Turbo V6. Twin Turbo, actually by chance, a non-American racer. This being he's never even, I don't even know if Twin has even visited the United States. Despite such, he's done surprisingly extremely well in oval racing. He's found himself quite comfortable and in general stock car racing. I mean, this could prove it actually right here. I think we got about, what, 12 laps to go? Yes, we do. These drivers should barely make their way across the line as we speak. It sounds like I'm starting to hear Saladin's engine, so there is a chance Twin could even overlap Saladin. Twin, currently with 11 laps to go now, has been dominating the entire race, never even challenged once. It's almost mesmerizing watching him. As he's nearly broken the lap record, I didn't even realize that. That's a 30.416, only about 10th quicker, and he does have the lap record on the track. And the Rodspot taps the wall, won't matter at all though, because he's at least 20 seconds ahead of the second place driver. What the fuck? Alright guys, 10 laps to go on the line. Twin, you are on 10 laps to go. 10 laps to go on the line, of course. Again, Twin with a dominant lead. Yeah, it seems like most of the battling has stopped. Saudi making its way through. 20 seconds behind the leader, almost 28 now. But regardless of such, he still maintains an extremely solid podium spot. I believe the racers that did finish might get an interview after this race if things do go right. Your Twin would like to speak, of course. Let's see. Go back to watching Twin. Turbo V6. Not a single sponsor on that car. Just number 32. Doesn't even have full teammates on that car. It does represent the team because his car lives, breathes, eats, and even, you know. Full team racing. I mean, that's it, man. Haggard now falling back to 20 seconds behind from Twin. As it looks like the gap between Saudi and McHaggard slightly dropping, but not quite enough to be too much of an issue. Although at the same rate, if it does go at the rate it's going, Twin might just about lap the entire field, which I don't know if he's done that before here. I think he might have done that once or twice. But yeah. To go across. 7 laps to go, cutting to 6 as it goes across the line. Now 6 laps to go across the line. And the racing is just almost over. That's all the, this is about all the racing we're going to get this week. I might personally be going to an OPS race if they still do that. Something that George says. Some good comments. Saying. McHaggard says, yo. McHaggard's racing. Anyways. Back to where we go. Alright, Twin Turbo V6, you got 5 laps left to go. 5 laps to go as you guys go across the line. 5 laps separating. This Twin going through cutting. Unless we're going wide. I believe at this current point he just needs to run comfortably and he'll make that win. Four laps to go now. 4 laps is all the Twin needs at this lead. As long as he does anything, as long as there's nothing catastrophic that happens to him, he might just win it. So George loses the game now. Alright, Twin, you got 3 laps to go. The checkers are out. Twin Turbo going wide. Saudi and McCagger being ahead of, again, Lemon Bucket. Trying the hardest to get by each other, but it's not quite going to work. As Saudi drops it about 9 seconds behind from McCagger. Alright, Twin, you got 2 laps to go. When you cross the flag, next time you will have the white flag. Please make sure not to cut too much though. You're doing alright though. As we go across to the white flag. Alright, Twin, you are now on the white flag lap, white flag in the air. Remember when you guys cross the line to have 1 more lap to go. So keep that in mind. Twin Turbo, one more time through and down the hills, one more time through the oval, not through the oval. Let's see what he's gonna do. Solid line through it. Will he try to run quicker? It's a quick look in sector 1, although I don't think it's gonna be quick enough to make any significant difference. He still has a quick time for now. The Twin rolls across as Twin wins at Geoa Motorsports Park. Alright, Twin, just wait for a second there, please. Alright, Lemon Bucket, you're done. Lemon Bucket, you're done. I'll stop that here. Alright, McCagger, you're done. And Saudi, you're done. As Twin does backwards donuts. There is a podium, by the way, in the paddocks area, and I would like to interview you guys one by one, starting from 4th to 1st. So, yeah. Alright, Twin, when you're done with doing burnouts, do let me know. The podium is on the paddocks, not the pits. Paddocks, not the pits. So, please do head to the paddocks. Current order of finishers, Twin Turbo V6, McCagger, Saladin, Lemon Bucket, and everyone else is doing that. You see, interesting. Alright, just Twin parked the car, everyone else stay a little bit separate, since that's kind of a victory lane plus a pit. Alright, McCagger, give you a teleport. You want to be a Twin. Saudi gets stuck. Okay, let me. Saudi. Oh my god. Boy. Yes, hop out, I'll give you a teleport to the replace spot. That was a solid run. It's Psy. Fuck. Cat, it's okay if you want to get into the photo with Twin, but that's your choice. I'll have you guys do a podium shot. I will interview you guys one by one. It's okay if you don't want to interview, just tell me though. Saudi, if you can move into the podium, that would be appreciated. Alright. Alright. Yep. That's the shot. You guys can move on from the podium. Unfortunately, there's no champagne tonight. Or cheer wine, as it was. But I'll start off with Saudi. So, Saudi, I'm going to unmute you. You walk over to me, that's chill. Alright, Saudi, you are unmuted. If you'd like to speak, you can say
What?
anything. So, how'd the race go for you?
Oh, terrible. Only losing like in the last half of the race, like half a second a lap. You know, not bad, not bad. Good size.
Good size. What? Actually, I'm
30 seconds down from the leader. Very, very good race.
You know what? You still had a very solid comeback. You made a big mistake on the final turn on the first lap.
I did.
But you came all the way back to basically third. You were almost battling for second at one point.
Should have been second. I was 4 seconds down from second, and then my pace went poof.
Yeah. Hey, you
and that was the end of that.
You're doing good, that man.
Hell yeah. Nah, yeah. Not much to say. Pretty boring race.
Yeah. Could have been worse, though. I mean, it wasn't controversial.
Very cool.
Right. Is there anything else you'd like to say?
Oh. No, not really.
Alright. Alright, we're gonna have a game
goodly.
night.
It's a good race, another podium. Let's go.
Yeah. Another podium for the DGS. Another biggest podium.
Hell yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna move to Geoa for a second. You come back though. Alright, Twin, do you want to be interviewed or are you good? It's okay if you don't. I mean, I think you got a friend that would like to hear some words from you. But, you know, that's up to you. Twin? Here, I'll unmute you, if you'd like to say anything.
Like the perfect line. I wasn't really aiming for pace, even though I obviously had a lot of pace, but I was mostly aiming for consistency, which I feel like is more important in a race. Because pace is obviously important in qualifying, but you also want that consistency during the race so you can keep your position. So, yeah, that's what I tried doing, and I obviously delivered that. And I obviously made someone very happy today.
I could see by Kat's reaction. Seems like you two are getting along well.
Yeah.
Quite literally circling around.
It was a nice race, though.
Okay, so here.
Yeah, good racing from everyone else as well, I'd say. Obviously everyone tried their best, and that's pretty important. So, yeah.
Yeah, is there anything else you'd like to say? Or do you think that's it?
I think that's it.
Alright, bet. Alright, I'm gonna move you. Thank you for that little interview there. Some kind words from you, and generally, good racing from you. I was impressed by your pace.
Yeah, I don't know how I managed that.
I mean, you just like kept your focus down. You're like, let's fucking go. Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna move you to general, so I can wrap this up.
Okay.
Yep. Well, guys, that wraps it up for the race. Generally, a good race. Racing could have been better. Unfortunately, only 4 people were able to finish out of the 7 entrants tonight. Very solid points run for Lemon Bucket, but extremely solid for Twin. But as we showed, excuse me, dominated the entire field today by 21 seconds. That's kind of the pace I would expect from Twin, but not at that rate. I mean, sheesh. Well, I think that's everything I got to show for you guys tonight. If you've liked, share this around. Got some cool racing to go on. If there's enough comments, I might even post a link to the server. All you guys need to do in order to race, you just need to, you know, come up to me, DM me, be in the server. There's a few other links. I think SNGP had the link, and also the Cheerwine 100 race. So if you do want to be in our server, check those videos out. They're also good races. But that should probably wrap it up for today. But yeah, if you want to do that, you know, you gotta do that. You gotta have a scheme. I can help you with the scheme though. But that's pretty much everything. Thank you guys for watching. That pretty much settles it. Next week we go international at AIC. Actually, how about we go through the points? So after that little run, let's get to the points. I'm going to start sharing my desktop in just a second. Let me just get to, where is it? There it is. So, as of now, Let's get to the display capture screen. Covering up the whole screen. There we go. So, as I've said before, point system, first place is 20 points, second place is 18 points, third is 16. Again, it goes on and on and on until you're plus 10. So there's only been 4 racers, so the lowest scoring driver will be Lemon Bucket today with 14 points. Although if you DNF, you do get only 1 point. There's also extra points, which Twin gets both of them today. So that's going to up him up to 23 points. So currently, Twin Turbo V sits in the lead of the standings with an absolutely dominant 188 points. So 188 plus 23, that's going to put us at 201 points. So 201 points. Finally, the 200 point mark has been reached by Twin Turbo V6. Of course, in second place spot, Lemon Bucket 45 performed moderately decent today. Ended up a lap down by Twin. He does not do the best on road courses though, but he might get better as the season goes on. He did manage to take a 4th place spot though, which puts him into 158 points. Because that's 14 points there. Normal Euro 5 did not show up. T7 Jake did not show up. Event showed up for practice, but for whatever reason, he was not able to race. I'm assuming it was probably just not the right time for him to race. And for the first time, and I'd say just about the entire season, almost it seems, Speedy SR1 has not showed up to a race. I'm not sure why, but yeah, for whatever reason, he just wasn't able to make it today. In the 7th place, we have 2 drivers that are tied, but none of them showed up today. Games wasn't able to make it today. With Proto DNFing, so that's going to put him down to 36 points, which I still don't know why he DNF'd, but for whatever reason, you pull out the track, you do your thing. East 951 in Missouri were not able to make it. Vokies did practice, but then I don't think he was interested, so he just didn't, stay. Shibe with another DNF, excuse me. So yeah, that's 3. It's going to put him up to 22 points. Salady with a solid with 3rd place, excuse me. Did not get anything else, so he's going to be put to 36 points. Going to move him up a few spots, I believe. That's going to put him tied with Proto for 10th. So. Alright, trust me, I know this looks scuffed right now, but we're just going to fix that. So this means that Thomas is now in 12th, and tied for 13th is Missouri and East. And again, I did race once in this entire season. That race was Northwest Ohio, which was a really bumpy road course. I've never raced an oval in these yet, sadly. But yeah. With Shibe now 1 point ahead of me. APK, Aiden have not raced. And actually, right, Beast did race before. He raced before in Phoenix, I believe. Unfortunately, he has another DNF, which is going to put him down to 12 points, which makes him tied for 18th. 21st, we don't see anybody. But I think we go back to 18 points real quick. Yeah, I gotta move McCagger, I think is what it was. So, actually, moving over to the 18th place now. We got a new driver, which is McCagger. So it's got 18. 0 quick time, 0 poles, 0 DNF. So this means that 19th is now tied. 19, 20, 21st, 22nd. And that pretty much settles everyone, but let me just check again. So, am I missing anyone? No, I'm not. Wait. Check. No, that's everyone. So yeah, I'm gonna write these down. That's pretty much everything I needed to show off for today, though, guys. So thank you for watching. And that should settle everything.